He's a bitter man.
It was 1899 when Cecil Hepworth walked up here from Molesey looking for a suitable site for a film studios and came upon Hurst Grove and started it there. It built out, as we know, became Nettlefold Studios when Archie Nettlefold took it over, and then subsequently Walton Studios, although still really under the brand of Nettlefold. It is an amazing place. It was like a little Pinewood for Walton-on-Thames. You know, there were so many famous actors around. As we know that Robin Hood and his crew used to turn up in the Bear for a drink in full costume, a bit like they used to at Pinewood. You know, people that come off I Claudius and be sitting there eating their roast beef and potatoes, all dressed as, you know, in the costume. But it was an amazing thing at the time. He really was an extraordinary pioneer. So it's going to be a wonderful thing to have this plaque up, and maybe, as we were saying just now, one step to having the building listed and here for perpetuity rather than being torn down at some point. The plaque has been ongoing, the idea, since 2011. I look back at the first email, and Tony Samuels here is the Vice Chairman of Surrey County Council and myself first discussed the idea 7 years ago, so I'm really pleased that it's actually come to fruition at last. Talk a little more about the studios and introduce our superb unveiler, but first a word or two from your Surrey County Council Vice Chairman Tony Samuels.
Coming. Mike's been a friend of mine for many years, and he knows how much I treasure Walton as much as he does, being a former resident not a million miles around the corner. It's been a pleasure to be a small part in getting this plaque at last erected, and we also have the chairman of the trustees of the Robert Phillips Trust with us to say a few words, Rachel Lake.
Thank you, Tony. It is my privilege to be chairman of the charity of Robert Phillips this year, but the charity also supports groups and voluntary organisations that play out at the Playhouse, and that's what it's all about. And so I have, Tony is also a trustee. We're both representatives in Walton and really privileged to be so, and it was the Trust's pleasure to actually support the sponsorship of this plaque. And I'd like to hand over to the Deputy Mayor, Councillor Mrs Mary Sheldon. Thank you, Rachel.
Nice welcome. Good morning, everybody. I'm very honoured to be here on this auspicious occasion, and this is one of our jewels in Elmbridge's crown, Playhouse Theatre, and it's a great honour and a huge, exciting moment today to be here to see the plaque unveiled. And thank you all for coming. All those who live in Elmbridge, hooray! All those who don't live in Elmbridge, even more hoorays, and welcome. And we have a wonderful day ahead of us. Thank you very much.
This is very much the centre for adventure series. The Buccaneers was made here. Robin Hood, as we say, was made here with Richard Green, Alexander Gage as Friar Tuck, and Archie Duncan as the big fellow. And they made so many series here. And the sad thing is, one of our trustees can't be here today, Ian Freeman. His uncle, Lou Grade, was the man that put the money into Robin Hood, and he nearly lost it all. And they said, "Are you sure, Mr. Grade, you could lose everything on this?" He said, no, I believe in it. He poured money into Nettlefold to make the Robin Hood series. It was not only that, to say Buccaneers, and of course the famous Sir Lancelot series as well. And when the area was mainly woods and not town centre, us little kids would come out. Nobody wanted to be King Arthur, nobody wanted to be Sir Kay or any of the others. We used to punch each other to be Sir Lancelot. He was the hero, and luckily we have him here today. And he's an amazing actor. Obviously he went on to be in Doctor Who and Coronation Street, as well as being a stage actor. People always forget, they see the front bit, but they don't see the engine room underneath. And the delightful William Russell Enoch, of course, who did Sir Lancelot as William Russell, and I have to say it must be in the genes, because his son Alfred Enoch is now a very famous actor, is in all the Harry Potter films, and now doing very well on the West End stage, isn't he?
Very well.
Absolutely, which is remarkable. So whatever you know him as, William Russell Enoch, Bill, Russ, here he is to say a couple of words before hopefully unveiling the plaque without tearing the brickwork off. Like Sir Lancelot.
Well, it is a great pleasure to be asked to declare this moment and to thank you to the man, Cecil Hepworth, who dreamed of it and lived it. I think we owe him a great deal. And
He agrees.
with the assistance from the dog, I'll attempt to pull it without pulling the building down.
It is Velcro, so it's don't we'll have to tell Sir Lancelot. Come on. On second thoughts, I want to be Sir Kay. Walk over that way. Do you want a full frontal?
We don't often get the opportunity to praise our heroes, so let's enjoy this.
A big thank you to Talking Pictures who come down. They've been a phenomenal success story, taken on the big boys and done so well. If you haven't seen Talking Pictures on TV, watch it, all the old films. And today inside we're going to be seeing a lot of shorts and things like that. I don't mean trousers, I mean a lot of short films. And, including a full episode of Sir Lancelot. Yeah. So everything you see inside is going to be something that was made at Nettlefold. So a big thank you to Talking Pictures TV as well.